Imagine finally having a singing voice that is unmistakably yours, rich, resonant, and authentically unique. This isn't just about singing better, it's about discovering your personal vocal fingerprint. Join me as I demonstrate resonance vocal exercises built upon historical vocal pedagogy. Pedagogy designed to assist you to discover your one-of-a-kind timbre that only you truly possess. Hi, my name's Deborah. If you're new to this channel, welcome. If you're a subscriber, welcome back. When I was biking home last night, I reflected upon how, regardless of genre, we singers want to unlock our unique vocal timbre. Here's a couple of examples from my singing. The first is classical and the second's contemporary. And I'm using them to illustrate the point that regardless of the genre we're singing, we want to find our authentic voice. I'm about to show you a series of exercises. These exercises are also published on my YouTube shorts. They offer a practical application of historical techniques that will enable you, regardless of your genre, to find your unique vocal identity. We're going to start today with the NG exercise. You'll see from that video that I began to raise my arm as I went higher, as I sang higher. If I wasn't sitting at the piano, I would raise both arms, and the reason is that it supplies a little bit more air, more support to the voice so that you don't push, because we don't want to push with that NG exercise. The NG exercise should be sung throughout your vocal range, and it is a much better exercise than the brrr all over the place, because it's controlled, it's accurate. The brrr exercise that, how do I put it, it's prevalent. It's great for beginners. Sometimes it's great to get that breath flow working and to assist you to sing throughout your range, but it's not something to do as you advance to an intermediate and advanced level. Another thing about that NG exercise is that in order to achieve it, you can imagine a dog whimpering. So the whimpering sound, the very quietly. It's a wonderful exercise to achieve that resonance, as well as finding your, what we call the core of the voice. It also is fantastic for bringing down phlegm. So rather than and all these terrible things for your voice, that will bring down the mucus and then you can swallow. So it sounds a bit gross, but it's a fabulous exercise. So that was the exercise that my singing teacher, Beatrice Webster, gave me to begin with. Also, it's an exercise that we really want to warm up the upper part of the voice. That's how we start. So it's quite different than the modern methods, where this method is about warming up and accessing the head voice first. Now, on the topic of the head voice, regardless of genre, I recommend classical exercises designed to produce a classical tone to fully access your head voice, because it's the head voice. And again, regardless of genre, it's the head voice where the beauty, the carrying power, the uniqueness can truly be found. So here is a very classical exercise. If you're a contemporary singer, please don't be put off by it. Here's a very classical exercise where I demonstrate the head voice. My students love singing You Love Our Home from these books. C major. Here's what they love. Exhale, release. You love our home. You love our home. Remember, sparkling eyes tell that story. You love our home. You love our home. You love our home. You love our home. Now, just so the contemporary singers don't give up on this idea, here is an exercise which has a more contemporary feel. What I'm doing here is I'm going to speak the vowel on pitch and then match my singing voice to my speaking voice. Ah, ah. To my classical ears, what made that exercise sound more contemporary, in other words, the resonance was a contemporary resonance as opposed to a classical resonance, was because I didn't raise the soft palate very high at all, even though I was singing quite high. That meant that I had more nasality in the sound. To a contemporary singer, that example may have sounded extremely classical. Here's an example where I don't lift the soft palate at all. This means that I achieve a far more contemporary sound. I know it's late, now I know I ought to go. So how do we lift the soft palate? Here's one way we can lift the soft palate and achieve a classical resonance.
The happy surprise. Breath goes in, hold the breath, and then start. So,
another way of looking at these exercises is to look at them in terms of the mouth shape. Here is an exercise. If you find that you open your mouth too wide, I am certainly guilty of this. Again, that's a classical example, but the same applies for contemporary. Now you'll see that I haven't touched upon the chest voice. Here are some exercises in the chest voice. These can be done on the head voice as well. However, here's the chest voice, and this is where I begin to introduce the consonant M. M for Mike.
3, 4. Mi, me, ma, mo, mu. 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 Mi, me, ma, mo, mu.
In that exercise, you'll hear that M precedes each vowel, I, E, A, O, and U. Thanks for joining me today as I demonstrated resonance exercises. Exercises designed to assist you to achieve a highly sought after outcome regardless of genre. And to finish with, my outfit of the day on Indyx is ka kite anō.